Well, good Monday morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. So let's get open for business here, and let's wake up the football gods here on this Monday morning hangover. Man, my voice is raspy this morning from all of the yelling, the screaming, the joy, the pain, everything that is an NFL Sunday. And it is nice to, after thinking that our season was over after week one, that things were going downhill quickly, that here we are with Cooper Rush sitting at 3-1. Shout out to Cooper Rush. Shout out to actually Mike McCarthy as well for, we'll get to Mike McCarthy in a second. You're seeing right now two ships that passed in the night, that one is actually sinking and one is headed for port. The Washington Commanders, wow. You know, my son Rio not only lost, had to eat the chip, and he's just like, I don't know where this thing goes. He's just like, literally, I don't know where this thing goes. And I feel bad for him, to be quite honest with you. It's actually seeing what he's actually gone through, the pain and everything. You know what, Rio, shout out to you for being here as the only Washington Commander fan that I've actually seen in the last week. Honestly, I've not seen anybody who claims that they're a Washington Commander fan. For our Cowboys, wasn't the prettiest of games. We had some problems on the offensive line. Tyler Smith took a little bit of step back, got beat twice down there. We ended up having some bad field position, which kind of changed some of the play calling, and we got a little bit stagnant there for a while. But we are actually getting healthier. Jason Peters actually played 7 more snaps this week than he did the week before, 21 snaps. We got Connor McGovern back. He played 40 snaps, which is actually more than I thought he would actually play with the ankle injury. And amazingly, Michael Gallup had 39 snaps. 39. I didn't think he was going to be playing that. Originally, we heard about when they were talking about him coming back the week before against the Giants, they were talking about 10 to 15 snaps. What a difference a week makes that he got 39 as well as a TD. And you see that having him back does make a difference because now there's another threat. And now you can start looking at different matchups and things. I wasn't crazy about the play calling in this game as much as some of the other ones. I still believe you've got to use that 12 personnel to get that running game going. Washington's defensive line is actually one of the few strengths that they have on there. And it was tough sledding for the running. But they did do enough at least to get the victory. And that's the NFL. That's all you want. That's all you go. You live from one week to the next. The one thing that I am concerned about, although we do have a lot of depth, is Quentin Bohannon. You know, sadly, the big guys don't get the love. You know, Dak breaks a finger, you immediately, every 5 minutes, you get an update. I can't find anything on Quentin Bohannon, and to me, that is a key loss. That is the big, heavy run stopper in the middle, and I want to know how he's doing, and I'll be scanning the wires and stuff this morning. I've got to make a run this morning to the doctor, take somebody to the doctor and stuff, but I'll be scanning and trying to find out more about him, because that would be a key loss if this is a case like we had with Neville Gallimore. Jerry Jones, you know Jerry. There's Jerry speak, of course. Jerry Jones about Mike McCarthy. You know, I can't say enough about Mike McCarthy. Picture a boxer walking out and getting absolutely the best shot you could ever, right on the chin. How do you get it back together? Give him his due. He managed to right the ship. Wait, what? Is Jerry Jones giving a coach credit? Jerry Jones is giving Mike McCarthy credit for being 3-1 after losing his quarterback, but didn't want to give Jimmy Johnson credit for winning 2 Super Bowls. Am I right on that? Okay, let's just check it. Just checking on that one. Just checking on that one. Another thing I want to touch on briefly here. Diggs. You know, the thing, I love numbers and analytics. You know, Roz knows, him and I have discussions and things all the time about the numbers. Sometimes you can come up with numbers that end up being utterly bullshit. And the numbers that they came up with Diggs were basically a guy who got 11 interceptions. They basically said, he's trash. You know, he can't cover. Well, I tell you what. 2 weeks in a row, he's got an interception. But he ended up having three pass defenses, and allowed one reception on 6 targets for 6 yards. Richard Sherman said, looks elite to me, answering every question this year. The defense of the Cowboys, my God. 19, 17, 16, 10. Now this week, we don't have time to enjoy this victory. This week, we have the Rams. Now, Jerry, one other thing touched on last night when was asked about Dak Prescott when he's going to be ready. Okay, he started just doing some flipping with the football. He's not going to be ready for this week. But what I'll say is let's not worry. No, I'll tell you what. Let's go to the discussion first, and then I'll come back to finish it off.
Dak Prescott is ready to go. He's itching to go. He's sitting there watching the same thing we watching. Cooper Rush continue to stack up wins. At some point, that hand or shoulder or whatever it is feels a whole lot better.
Let me see.
Wait, Max, 1 second.
Yeah.
I never said, ever, that this team would be the best team in the NFC with Cooper Rush leading.
Cooper
Ever.
Rush is
I did not
fourth
say
in the
that.
league in QBR.
He's playing exceptionally well.
Yeah.
What I did say, though, is the upside when Dak Prescott comes back, combined with what that defense looks like, it makes you wonder about where this team ultimately could achieve because the pieces fit.
I could see Cooper. If it's me, I'm not touching what's working. I'm not touching it. I don't care if Dak's healthy.
You don't touch it, but I'm saying to win a Super Bowl, you're not going to win a Super Bowl with Cooper Rush.
I don't know that. I don't know that. I mean, I saw a team winning with Nick Foles.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think you can.
Hey,
but Nick Foles only needed to play 4 games.
Yeah,
5 games or whatever it was.
Yeah, but Cooper Rush
got to play damn near a whole season.
Guys, Cooper. Well, you know what? Let's over 2 seasons now. Let's see him lose a game first before we start saying he's no lost
Cooper
yet.
Rush is doing what he needs to do to you know, he's all right. He's fine,
he's playing
man.
The way you draw,
well.
guys like you
fine.
and Bill Parcells draw
he's
it up to get a quarterback
Maxie,
like Cooper Rush.
But he's fine. Dak can do the same thing. I'm not going on against Dak and starting Cooper Rush like that. Let's see, man. They beat the Washington Commanders and Carson Wentz.
Listen,
let's just slow it down.
You don't know about Cooper Rush
when
yet.
we
All
talking
I'm
about
saying is,
Philadelphia,
I'm not moving him until he loses.
The Eagles are a better football team all the way around than the Dallas Cowboys right now. And the quarterback is the best quarterback in the division. And when you have the best quarterback typically in the division, you win the division.
That's true.
So
I think no matter who the Dallas Cowboys start, the best quarterback's in Philly.
I mean, yeah.
I would
That
agree
might
with
be that may
would
be
agree
the
with that.
case. Dak Prescott, certainly, if he comes back healthy enough, I would probably give him the nod because he's seen a lot of stuff. Now, Jalen Hurts, let's just keep doing what you're doing, and that's it. One game at a time,
Key.
1 quarter at a time,
You
and that's
can
it.
choose either quarterback to have on your team right now. Dak Prescott or Jalen Hurts. Who do you want?
I'm probably going to lean toward Dak Prescott because of the years that he's already been in the league.
Okay.
You know?
I would probably lean towards Jalen Hurts.
Me too.
Because of the upside.
I like the way Jalen Hurts plays.
And
I like the way the team responds to him.
And I like Dak. Dak's been in the league for a long. I think Dak is a really good quarterback. I just wonder if he'll reach his peak again. But that's
See,
what leaves
a lot of
you hope
times-
for him in the Cowboys because of what you think Dak can do when he's healthy.
What one thing that Jalen Hurts hasn't had happen is adversity.
That's
He
true.
hadn't
We gotta
had
see how
any
he
ad-
deals with it. Yeah.
He hadn't had any NFL professional adversity.
But you know what?
Everything for Jalen Hurts right now is a strawberry shortcake. It's nice and sweet.
Based on what you know about his personality, would you guess he'll handle adversity well or not? Because I'm going to
1000%.
guess yes. I'm
I'm
going to guess
probably going to
the
guess
coach's
yes,
son is gonna be
depending
okay.
on depending on what NFL diversity is like. Not high school and not college. I'm talking ground. Doesn't mean that he had eye-popping numbers, but it's something about guys like this, the team rally around and they just get it done. He's continuing to knock the doubters down.
He is.
Make them think twice about those draft picks. In fact, Patrick Costello, one of our producers, I think he wants to trade all those draft picks and try to build the team a different way now.
All right, so here we sit. It looks like it's the Cowboys and the Eagles headed for each other. What I'll say as far as the Cooper Rush, Dak Prescott situation is, let's pump the brakes just a little bit here. Dak's not ready to go. Dak's not ready to go. Let's enjoy the ride of being 3-1 right now. Let's go ahead and try and focus on doing everything right now that we can to get better as a team. Let's let this play out and worry about it if and when it comes back around. We've been talking about Cooper Rush or Dak starting, and Dak ain't even ready to start. NFL season right now is about a quarter over. And instead of being, hey, we're actually doing good. We're winning games. We're in the hunt. We're in the mix. We got petty fights between us about who should play. Enjoy the ride, people. Enjoy the ride. All righty. I got to get my butt out of here. Got to go see the doctor. Tick-tock, it don't stop.
Our Coach here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report.
You did one hell of a job, and the only thing else I got to say is